Tay Roc. Now, before anybody get this video misconstrued, me and Tay Roc ain't got no problems. We don't got no problems. We ain't never had no problems and none of that stuff. Anybody I've ever had an issue with in battle rap, I've addressed them in outside. You know what I'm saying? I've addressed them off cam, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff like that. Me and Roc have actually had respect for each other for some years now. What is it, Roc? 7, 8 years? Like 8 years, something like that. Now, I'm doing this vlog right here because, of course, Roc, you are the gunner for URL. Showoff, nigga. I'm the gunner for RBE. But it's not even really on that note. You know, what I do suggest is that we allow owners to address each other and shit, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, shit like that. You know, I just feel like there's bigger things for you, Roc, to be worrying about other than league owners having whatever they having. You know what I'm saying? Things like money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a numbers guy. You know, I've never disclosed to battle rap what I make off a battle, what I get booked for a battle, how much money I've actually made with Rare Breed, what actual stock I have in the company, and ways that I make money with the company when I'm not rapping. I don't discuss any of those things. Y'all are the type of, you know, that's a y'all thing. That's a y'all thing. Y'all want to tell people, you know what I'm saying, the bags that y'all getting. Like, honestly, I'm from the streets. I'm from the streets. And I understand that until I got a multi-million-dollar mansion somewhere that's so gated off and my family is straight and armed security and all that, where, you know, and then you still got to be careful because, come on, look how they did Tony. You know what I'm saying? Look how they did Tony. When them apes is on you, them savages is on you, bro. The money can't save you. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't be putting it out there like that. I may do some inspirational, motivational shit from time to time, like maybe flash a watch or be like, yeah, got this AP's worth like 70 grand now and all that stuff. But that's just a item. I don't discuss cash and how much I've saved, stacked, any of that stuff. So when finance becomes a conversation and I see tweets where you saying it ain't like they getting no real money, the smartest of all the bosses were the ones who look like they don't have it. I'm gonna say it again. The smartest of the bosses are the ones who look like they don't have it. You know? Because remember, most of the things that was done over there was done with companies sponsoring it. Not nobody coming out of their pocket. Dame Dash said it best, you're not an actual boss till you spending your own money to get your stuff done business-wise. Like the movies that he did, Stay Prop and all that stuff, like the liquors that he did, the cologne that he did, the clothing that he did, all of those things that he did, he paid for 100% of those things, man. That way, when it came down to strategy and how things were going down, when it came down to money breakdowns, nobody could trump what he said. He didn't have to answer nobody. He didn't have to call nobody and ask for permissions to get nothing done because he funded all the projects. That is what a boss is. A boss does not have to ask, is it all right to do something? It's not what a boss is, you know? And that's from, and to think about it, the reality is those same things trickle down from owner to whoever's under the owner. Case in point, they can't just, your big homie, your uncle, because I for the life of me can't understand how grown-ass men will refer to another man as their uncle when it's no relation. It's literally like that's the closest thing to your father. So it's still like being he's sonning you. You know what I'm saying? But so that's neither here nor there. But your uncle can't just say, yo, I'm about to do this, and this. No, because he no longer owns it. He sold it. So he needs permission to do any and all these things. And case in point, y'all need permission to go battle somewhere else. Y'all can't just do anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are all governed by a set of rules that you have to follow. But on the other hand, my good friend, my brother, ARP, the owner of RAREBREED Entertainment, has funded some of the largest moments in battle rap with just him and his business partners, man. Him and his business partners. Not nobody out of the fold, none of those things. That's a boss. Just putting the facts out there, that's a boss. So when I hear people talking about they not making money over there, well, if I'm not mistaken, I remember Hitman putting out, a video saying that, yeah, I could have battled over there, but they couldn't afford it. Which is even crazier when it comes down to the actual point that I'm making, because the reason they can't afford it is because, sure, they had the caffeine deal, and sure, that budget was $100+ million, and that is a lot of money, right? And sure, they are, doing the URL app, which, by the way, the YouTube channel that they had, regardless if they built it or purchased it from someone else, the YouTube channel they had over 1 million subscribers. Remember, I told you, I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers, right? Let's just say it was an even million. If 10% of that subscription base bought the app every month, that is 100,000 people paying $8 a month, meaning that the URL is already making $800,000 every 30 days, if, in fact, the low amount of 10% of that subscription base bought the app. 800 bands every 30 days. That's $9.6 million a year. That's $9.6 million a year, right? If that's the case, right? Let's just say URL had a top 10 battlers. Top 10 battlers. They could throw a card and pay every one of those battlers $100,000, right? And spend literally less than 1% of the caffeine budget. Less than 1%. But no, that's not what they do. What they do is they create tournaments after trying to downplay and bash all the other platforms that was doing tournaments. Can't get a dot. Was trying to downplay it and bash it. Oh, that ain't about nothing. Who does tournaments, but then turn around and they do a tournament. And then promote it as if they're the first to do it, which is hilarious to me. No. Follow the imitators, I guess. Where do I remember hearing that from? I don't know, man. Could have been some boss said it. Somewhere. Some boss said it. But I see these tweets and I see the artists over there acting like they really getting this life-changing money. There's no millionaires over there. Even though y'all are literally single-handedly the reason that a company was able to sign $100+ multi-million-dollar deal. Which is disrespectful all within itself, because if you think about it, none of you battle rappers was in a room when they inked that deal. And no caffeine contracts went out until the deal was done. Now, if I'm not mistaken, caffeine is a streaming platform. Now, in order for them to cut $13 million check to another company, that company has to promise them a certain amount of quantity of projects, videos, i.e. things to stream, to make it worth $113 million, which means the URL promised them that you were gonna rap. Oh, him? Don't worry about him. He gonna do what I say anyway, because he's the top shooter. Bro, I just don't want you. I don't want for you to get so sucked into the lights and what you think is going on that you stop noticing or never get a chance to notice what's actually happening, bro. You're actually talented. You're actually doing battles, and you're actually making somebody else filthy rich, bro. Let's be for real. I don't never want to see you put a tweet out talking about how you got 40 bands and 20 bands and none of that shit, because in the grand scheme of things, what is 40 bands to 113 million? That's like, well, let's just say it's an even 100 million, right? 1 million is 1%. So yours is going to be 0.00000000004. No, 04. Bro, I'm sorry. I think that it would be best for the owners to be able to quarrel with each other, because as artists, we don't know as much as we think we do. And the last thing you will want is to jump out the window, right? For a person who realized you jumped at the wrong time or you jumped for the wrong reasons, but it just lets you fall. They won't even reach out and, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need a PR or a publicist, you know, to scan through your tweets before you put them out, because what's on the internet is forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? You said one battle every 7 months. They can't be making no money. Bro, you just don't understand. You must not get how there are multiple different analytics that pay out, bro. And there's large business happening quietly. You have no clue. Everybody jump on this bandwagon of KFC, but don't realize that KFC is a multi-billion-dollar company, bro. I would love for the artists themselves to get smart enough to become worth 1/10 of that. No, 100th of that. Rock, let the owners speak with the owners. And again, me and Rock have no issues, bro. None. Zero. None. When you have a respect for a person, the last thing you want is for them to be out in public looking stupid. Yeah. And you might want to go to your uncle, bruh, and tell him to really cut you a check for $1 million, because the reality is, if the small percentage of the million subscribers on YouTube they had bought the app, if 10%, the small percentage of 100,000 people, that is $800,000 every 30 days. Every 30 days, Rock. Why are you not making residual income with that platform that you're going so hard for? Huh? Why do you have to pop out and judge an event, or, you know, no show a battle to go sit in on a crucible? Why do you have to, why do you only get a check when you rapping or when they have you doing something? You're supposed to be getting residual income with your league and platform. I think you put in enough work to have that. How about this? This is how you test to see if the loyalty is the same. Because you're very loyal to URL, as it should be. I'll never speak against that. Choose where you are loyal to and stay loyal until loyalty is no longer deserved. Because people can lose that. I want you to go to your uncle and say, hey, I want to make some residual money with this platform that I've invested 10 plus years in helping to build up. Let us know how that conversation go. Let us know. Yeah, Rock. I think it'd be best if we allow the owners to discuss things with the owners. And once again, shh. Subscribe to the channel, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Waiting on my bag drop, rest of my equipment to hook up, but I might as well just be the bad guy. I'm here for it. And people know I ain't gonna have no filter. I'm gonna say what I want. I'll just make sure that it's true before I say it to you. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Have them subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And leave some comments in here. I want to know y'all thoughts on these things, man. You know, I want to know y'all thoughts, man. This ain't come from a place of hate, man. This actually came from a place of, you know, rare breed, nigga.